First up, at UFC 302, we have short notice Mitch Raposo taking on Andre Lima. Andre Lima has had 2 short notice opponents. This is his 3rd short notice opponent. Finally, a name that we can pronounce, but not an easy fight. We got Mitch Raposo, 4-1 in his last 5, only 9-1 in his career. He is riding a nice 4-fight win streak into a short notice UFC debut, taking on the undefeated 8-0 Andre Lima, who does have 7 career stoppages. Mitch is a man of my own heart. He's a New England man, a Northeast guy, fighting in all those promotions that I frequented before I moved here to the unbelievably hot Texas. And he trains out of the New England cartel.
Day today, though.
Yeah, I've been up since 4 because of those freaking storms.
That was a rough night. A lot of damage too. Big old tree at the gym got knocked over, but like split in half.
Half the trees at Kroger are knocked down, and then not my fence, thankfully, but the house behind me, theirs is completely caved in on the side. So
neighbor stories.
Sucks for them. I don't know them, so. And we had what's that? The Sandlot moment there. I think the dog is scary. I can't tell, but we were playing Can Jam and the Frisbee went over there, and I was like, well, I don't know these people. I'm not ringing the bell.
Great movie.
Yeah. Anyway, we got Mitch. He's a New England guy. He's part of that New England cartel gym. That's the Calvin Kattar's or Cater. Calvin Kattar. He's the Rob Font gym, and everybody in that gym. Connor Matthews. Everybody in that gym basically fights the same, right? Phenomenal hands, great, tight, clean boxing, and not the best takedown defense. The takedowns can be, you're making this stupid face, not the best takedown defense. The striking is clean. The offensive wrestling is not terrible, but the wrestling defense does have some holes. Mitch is definitely a prospect in the Northeast. He's one of the better flyweights in the entire region there. And the Northeast is a good fight region. There's enough promotions there to keep people busy. There's enough competition to keep people busy. Plenty of gyms like that. That's a nice little hotbed of actual MMA talent. He's only 25 years old, but he has been training since he was in middle school. And then to top all of that off, this is now his 3rd official crack at the UFC. He lost on the Contender Series, short notice step up against Jake Hadley, and he did lose in the Ultimate Fighter to just a dominant wrestler. This is his 3rd shot, and it is another short notice shot for him. He's taking on Andre Lima. This guy's a solid striker. He will invest in the body. He's got good technique. He uses it well. He has won multiple, I think, Muay Thai. It might be kickboxing, but I think it's Muay Thai titles. He'll throw up combinations really well. He's not lazy with anything. He'll mix up his strikes. He is essentially a pure striker. I understand he has grappling skills, but he doesn't use them. He keeps the fight standing, and then he just wants to light you up, and he has had success doing that. He does have 2 takedowns in the UFC, though, but that's not typically his plan. He usually wants to keep it standing and then use those many, many years of striking technique. He is coming off that win over Igor Severino, which is a little, it's controversial, because every time I say that I think Igor was winning that fight, people jump down my throat and act like I'm crazy. Another judge saw it that way. It's not like I was the only person that saw the fight that way. But you're going to see it's a win, a DQ. Basically, he got bit. And then that's how he won the fight. This is another short notice step up. What is that? Oh, that's you were there. That's your table.
I was there.
Yeah. Did it look like Igor was winning?
It looked like Igor was winning. And
See?
I was yelling at Chris Tyone. Fucking Chris Tylonely. Get control of the fight, Chris!
Well, he lost control because Hannibal Lecter showed up and took a bite out of that dude's arm. This actually should be a good fight. Mitch is very good. Mitch is a very good fighter. Him being a 2-1 dog does make sense. It's short notice. And if you zoom out and just look at what he's done, it's like, all right, he beat the piss out of some regional guys, but his 2 opportunities in the UFC, they didn't go his way. But the reality is he's very talented. He's got good striking, good power. His defensive wrestling does need a little bit of work. That's how he got beat on the Ultimate Fighter, but I don't think that's going to matter here. I think this is going to be a striking match. I do think the short notice matters. If we had a full camp Mitch, I actually would probably lean him, and this certainly would be a much easier, tighter line. But Mitch is a short notice step up after a couple of failed attempts. Let's put it this way. Started in the Ultimate Fighter house, right? Pretty small, self-contained environment. Then the opportunity on the Contender Series. And I might have those 2 backwards. Either way.
No, I think it was. I think you're right.
Okay. Then the opportunity in the Contender Series. It's a step up from the Ultimate.
Who?
Yeah, Jake Hadley. Then on short notice. I have it in my notes. It's in my notes. Oh yeah. Jake Hadley was good. Correct. Yeah, good loss.
And his loss doing pretty well in the first round.
And the loss in the Ultimate Fighter House was to a nonstop wrestler, and sometimes you're just not going to be able to...
Up in weight.
Correct. And sometimes you're just not going to be able to do anything about that. But where I'm going with this is small contained environment on the Ultimate Fighter. Then a somewhat small contained environment on the Contender Series. And now a short notice step up to a massive pay-per-view close to home. Close to home is a problem. Because, and if there are fighters, there was a fighter earlier in the chat. If you're still here, chime in. You know how it goes. Can I get a ticket? What's the closing time? What time do I start? What time should I be there? If he was on the other side of the country and half his family can't come out and friends can't come out, he actually is better off. He can focus. But being in New Jersey, just a couple-hour car ride away, every single human being in Massachusetts that has ever bumped into him in the grocery store is texting, calling, hitting him up, Facebook tags, nonstop. It's a lot. All at once, huge stage. I think the short notice is a problem for him. He's very good, but short notice is why I'm picking him against him. That was a long breakdown.
I like Andre Lima. He's definitely good. Yeah, I don't want to take anything away from my Brazilian brother here. He's a very good fighter. He can definitely get taken down, and you saw that in that Igor fight. I think that's why we both think that Igor was kind of controlling that fight, because he was kind of getting the takedowns whenever he wanted. Lima definitely showed improvements in the grappling. Was very, very dangerous off his back. I mean, immediately trying to throw stuff up, scramble back to his feet. So he is going to be dangerous in those positions if Mitch tries to go to the wrestling. Striking very sharp as well. I have nothing really bad to say against Andre Lima. Win or lose in this fight, he's going to be a guy that's going to hang around in this division. He is just a very well-rounded guy. I like this guy, Mitch, huh?
Oh, is this a dramatic pause? Yeah. Where are we going?
I like this guy, Mitch. I tell you that. And I do worry about the short notice, right? Because this could turn into a very high-paced fight. But when I watch this guy, Mitch, he has wrestling, good offensive wrestling. Good offensive wrestling. He can't get taken down by bigger guys. I don't think Lima's going to be able to take this guy down. I've seen him sprawl out of situations before from better wrestlers than Lima. I think he's going to be okay in there. And if he wants to use his wrestling, he can use his wrestling. But also, this dude's got very sharp striking as well. When I watch him strike, when I was watching him, and I actually sent a message to this gentleman I'm about to reference as well, I asked this guy, have you ever trained with this guy? Because they look like carbon copies of each other with the way they switch stances, the way they bounce in and out, the way they have a very high, tight guard, and the way they throw body shots and everything. His striking and boxing, to me, looks exactly to a T like Adrian Yanez. And I texted Adrian. I'm like, have you ever trained with this guy? Because you guys are carbon copies. He's like, no, I just know him from social media. I've never done anything with him. But I'm like, holy cow, this guy's boxing is so crisp. And what I love the most, he's poised. He understands spacing very well. It seems like he has very good vision, defensive striking, in and out, and his understanding now, being with a good gym. And I know a lot of people kind of shit on the cartel lately because they've had their struggles or whatever, but it's much better than being with Joe Schmo at some gym down the street, right? These are actual UFC fighters he is training with, the Rob Fonts and all these guys. It is a good gym. He's been there for a while, and you could see he's starting to come into his own. That last fight he had, that championship fight, whatever it was, he could have used his wrestling, but he was having so much success with the striking, he just kept it striking. I watched another fight where he got an easy takedown, so he kept with the takedowns. I like this guy's well-rounded game. I like his mentality. He said, you know what, I've called for my shot. I've wanted to go to the UFC. I'm just going to wait until it happens. I want to be in the UFC. He has this opportunity now in front of the home fans. I do worry about a few things. The short notice, obviously, I already mentioned that. The other thing I worry about, too, is he can get a little overhand right happy, right? I mean, he has a really nice, precise overhand right that he sneaks in there, and he's hurt a lot of people with it, but he can kind of get over-aggressive, kind of spamming that. And when you're short notice and you're just spamming those, that's how you can really gas and really be in a bad situation. Lima, to me, is going to be definitely dangerous early, but as the fight goes on, I've seen Mitch in 5-round fights. I've seen him go into the 4th round and get a finish in the 4th round. I like this guy. If this was not short notice, I would really like this guy. Obviously, there's a little bit concerned with the short notice, but he is well-rounded, man. I think that he can strike with Lima, go back and forth with them until, towards the end of the rounds, sneak in a takedown, steal those rounds. I think they're going to have a good game plan. He seems like a smart kid. He's been waiting for this opportunity. He finally has it, and I think he's going to show up and show out, and I got to pick against my Brazilian brother here. I'm going my man Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, my Brazilian brother. Listen, you heard my breakdown. I think Mitch is very good, and he absolutely can win this fight. I just short notice.
Big step in competition too. People are saying that in chat. I understand he hasn't really fought
Yeah.
anybody, but nobody's really fought anybody in the regionals. That's just the way the regionals are.
Neither has Andre. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just the way it is. So it's definitely a step up, and these are probably the best people that either one of them have faced, and I think Mitch is gonna be dialed in. His striking is slick.
I'm not even that concerned. I keep saying short notice, and obviously I do think short notice matters, but I believe he had a fight like coming up, not this weekend, but he was in the gym, that kind of guy.
And he knew, and he's with the team that knew that he was going to get that call, right? I mean, he
Sure.
knew that eventually he's going to get that call. He's waiting for that call, especially for this card. I'm sure he was hoping that a fight drop, so I think he's going to be more than ready.
My concern is more the stage. It's a massive stage. A massive stage.
He's a confident dude, man.
Drivable.
If you listen to this guy talk, he is a confident dude. What I love too, honestly, is that he is confident, but also he isn't an undefeated confident. Because those type of guys can come in and be like, "Oh, I'm the man.
They don't
I'm the
know what it's
hometown
like."
kid."
Yeah.
He's already lost a couple times. He's missed this opportunity a couple times, so he's going to be dialed in. He's going to be locked in. I like him.
Yep. No, it should be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it. No DraftKings pricing yet, as this is a newer fight on the card, but I am going to watch this line. It shot up, right? Plus 145 to plus 200. I'm curious to see if it rebounds, if it continues to widen. Maybe a plus 3.5 or inside the distance decision, no action, something like that. But I'm going to just watch the line, see what it does, see where it goes. If you also want to watch the line, we have a tool for that. It's called a line movement tracker. It'll give you the opening odds, the current odds, and the win probability for every fighter on every card. And that's just one of the many tools included in premium membership. Just go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. It's $10 a month. You're going to get every tool, pick, bet, round line, lean, every single thing that we do for an entire month. And the way the timing is working out, you will get all the way up to UFC 303 if you sign up today. WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. Couple of super chats. I might need your young guys skills to interpret a little bit.
Okay.
$4.99.
Y'all should do a PM challenge or something. Whoever picks right, like a 12 out of 12 parlay, gets to watch the next pay-per-view event with y'all. Nope.
What's a P? Yeah, correct. What's a PM? Pick.
You know what it is.
I don't.
I would consider myself a PM.
Pussy magnet?
Whoa, hey, you lips to God's ears.
And then right back down. Listen, the reality is I watch these fights at home where my children sleep. So inviting other people into my home is not really going to happen. But we will certainly, first of all, actually, what am I doing here? We'll give you $100 if you pick the card correct on our website at WeWantPicks.com. For now, oh, did we kill it? Hold on, let me check. No, we still have the perfect card contest up. $100 if you pick it correct. Right now, it's open to anybody. Eventually, it'll flip to just premium members. Then another $1.99 on Well to Brrr. I'm a super fan. What's ATP? It's
What?
like ATM, but the P is south. Come on, we're
I don't know
vibing.
where
We're
your
friends.
head's at.
Okay, you did get it. All right, you did get it. Okay. Anyway, super fan. Thank you, Angelo. Give me a brrr. And then he sent another one to clarify. PM is premium member. I should.
ATP is at this point.
At this point, I thought it was.
Say
I'm a
it.
super fan of this. Well, I can't. I already said the magnet one. Well, we appreciate you
Like
genuinely
the stream
very,
if you
very
haven't
much.
already.
Listen, it looks like Mike Tyson might not end up fighting.
Oh, he says he's good to go.
All right, well, good, because
He said, I'm good to go. I don't even need to be 100% to beat Jake Paul. It's like, well, go ahead.
You kind of do. You needed to be 100% 10 years ago.
You're 60 years old, man.
What I was hoping to do at that event, and it's just not plausible, was going to do some sort of premium member, or not even premium, just like meet and greet kind of thing. But the pricing for that event was just not. It was just out of the realm of reality. $4,000. Like this is a joke. It's more expensive than the Conor fight.
Oh, you're not going?
I'm going to buy tickets, but I'm not going to buy a suite and invite 30 random people. You know what I'm waiting for? Last time Jake Paul fought, remember we were going
to... The Conor fight was only like $120,000.
That's it? Do you have 120 friends that we could just all split it $1,000? Thank you. Oh, look at this.
I've got a...
the chat is turning. Thank you.
I've got like 300 friends in here right now. Right, guys?
You know what's funny? Tiff said I was losing weight too. And I was losing weight, and then I just kind of stopped. You know, it's the tan. We've been outside a lot.
I don't know if you've seen... I don't know if everyone's seen my progress pictures, but we're dialing.
Oh, here we go. Here's a thirst trap. Everybody's ready for the thirst trap. You guys, the video will be chaptered if you want to skip past the enticing picture.
We cut down, we got lean, and now this is the first week of putting weight back on, and that's the real deal there.
Okay. Put your Snapchat on there, and the pants disappear.
Onlyfans.com/thefreckled salamander if you want to see more.
Unwell to $1.99. I would love to watch a fight with y'all live. We'll figure something out someday, do a meet and greet, or Jacob and I are going to be in Vegas for 303. If you guys will be there, come say hello. I'll buy you a drink. Not all 3,000 of you. Just a couple. Let's move on. We clip these videos into individual pieces. I can't start the next breakdown with your thirst trap picture right there.
Wait, who's the next breakdown? I think you could.
Oh, I think we can. Yeah, those pants are going to go. Another $1.99. My next fight in San Jose, California. You're a fighter? Send us your information if you're a fighter and where you're fighting. We're not going to go out to San Jose. June 29th, we're going to be in Vegas for Conor. But maybe, I don't know. Send us your information. I don't want to say anything out loud, but send us some information. Before you go, let me give you $50. Anybody who goes to wewantpicks.com/bets and signs up with any one of our affiliate partners gets $50 as a thank you. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.